So the next demo, we will talk about cutting. Cool. Cutting sometimes is very easy and sometimes not, right? When we work on the special cars, like very expensive cars, always makes you shake a little bit, at least in the beginning. But the good thing is, nowadays we can find many options for cutting. Instead, use our knives. I think the most popular way to cut without knife is knifeless tape. I think everybody knows knifeless tape. Yes? Everybody know this? Design line? Great. You can create even designs, freehand designs. Makes your life super easy. You can work fast and completely safe. Cool. Where I like to use this on cars for color change, for example. Well, if I wanna wrap this fender, for example, deeper, I lay knifeless inside. Same here on the quarter panel. I lay knifeless here inside, boom. But also I like to use on these situations here, when the fender meets the bumper. I can use a knife here, I know, but if I can avoid, it's better. So I just need lay knifeless where I should cut. Now I start laying film, and this film is a KPMF, one of my favorite ones. You'll find on spandex. It's a great shot. Okay, so let's say we are doing this fender here. Now easily you release the too much power here. Easily we can cut the film. And the cool thing, I just keep half of the knifeless underneath the film. And why? Because now I can take my tucking tool, my wrap X, and use a knifeless tape, the leftover, to lift up the film, and now easily I can tuck in. Look how easy and fast is the job. Perfect. So this is a great technique. You use the knifeless to lift up the film to tuck in. Cool. What the chances that I have to damage the paint? 0. Also, I like to use knifeless bridge. Do you know this knifeless? Huh? Yeah? So it's the same thing, but look the width. And this knifeless was made to use between gaps. So for commercial wraps, it's more than welcome. You can plan very well where you have to cut. If you wanna more leftover on right or left, you can plan really well the cut and have material enough to cover more than one part. Super smart. Super smart. Let's do here. So now I release the Kevlar, the line here, and do the same. Release the leftover. Squeeze it down. Of course, I can use a heat gun now to relax the film before I start squeezing. Cool. But also, this line, this tape here, it's very useful for when we wrap trunks and we have to tuck film inside, behind the back window here. Did you ever had this situation when you have to have more film and tuck? This is perfect. This is perfect. What I like to do is I use my squeegee to tuck in what is possible. I lay this on top of the window, and I have just enough to cover the original color behind the window. Super cool, without knife, but it's even better. Also, masking tape. Nothing is cheaper than masking tape. So if I have to do this kind of cutting here, I lay down masking tape on the bumper, cut on top of it, no problem. But sometimes we have this molding here. This one is paint. Cool, it's easier. I can lay masking tape, I can put also some knifeless tape. The problem is, using masking tape or knifeless tape, I still have too much film, and I need a lot of time to tuck in, right? And sometimes it's too much, and I have to use my knife. And when I do not remove this part here, it's very dangerous to use knife, because even this solid part here, underneath there is rubber. Super easy to damage. So thinking about this, Wrap Institute bring to the market the Wrap X. It's a tucking tool, but also a cutting tool made by plastic. So plastic doesn't hurt the car. We have this situation here. I already tucked in the film with my squeegee. Now I can use this sanding paper here that I stole from my wife. Okay, cool. And just like when I use a knife, I snap the blade. I just sharp my X here. Easy. And now I can cut completely, save the material. I use one side, the thinner side, for cutting, and now I use the thicker one to seal the deal. Again, 0 chances for damaging the car. And in my opinion, this is a professional way to wrap a car without damage. Cool. I don't know if you visit upstairs, we have the cutting contest. Did you play there? The cutting contest? And? Was fun? Yes? Doesn't look like so much fun. You beep too much? Too much. Like was a Morse code. Mayday, mayday, something like that. Okay, that to show us how hard it is to cut directly on the surface, right? But also, we can see, if you pay attention on we have a scale, right? On the beam plate. And that scale shows us that when we cut, it's more about the angle of cutting than the pressure of cutting. And this is very interesting. I was playing with different films. Of course, different films, we have different thickness. But just for you to have an idea, I laid down some film and I was using my knife in a very low angle, like I usually use for cutting. I like to use this finger here, man, to touch the surface, so I have a very good control of cut. But look how low I keep my knife comparing with the surface. Okay? So I did this cut, and the scale told me 60 grams before I touch the surface. But now, the second cut that I did, I just hold my knife as a pencil. And the beginners usually do that, right? They hold the knife like this. I started doing the cut with 30 grams was enough to touch the paint. So that means it's more about angle than pressure. If I know that, sometimes we have like very deep fog lights, right? To cut, I know to reach these areas, I have to change the angle very much. If I know right now I have big chances for scratch the paint, I'm ahead of the problem. And what I say, It's easier to avoid a problem than fix the problem. So I can use masking tape to protect around. I can use knifeless tape, right? What else more? Any ideas?
The eggs.
Rep X. Very good, man. I will give you a 15% discount and a high five. What else more? Exactly. Very good. We can use templates, right? We can make a template with masking tape. We do the shape of the piece, cut on the table, 0 chances for damage the car, and after, do an inlay. Awesome, perfect, easy. So we have plenty options to be very professional without scratching cars. There is no excuses to scratch a car. Cool? You have questions? No questions? I love you guys. No questions? You struggling with knifeless, you say, right? Okay. So for this, I can give you a very good tip. If you're struggling using your fingers, maybe you can use the Rep X. Why not? I give you also 15% discount. So do you have this here? No. You just pressure here. You didn't see, right? Don't lie to me, man. Come closer. Come closer. I will show again, okay? Look this. Face the adhesive up, okay? So now you just pressure enough to hold the knife, the tape, boom, and you release the liner here. Oh. Okay. So when you reach the film again, and this angle here is very important to keep not more than 10 degrees. But sometimes we don't have space enough to keep very low. What we do? Very good, guys. Very good. We use the Rep X again. Look, if I don't have space to keep my hand here, I can use the Rep X again, like this. And now, that's a cool one, right? You like it? Not very much? Okay. I like it. See? Sometimes we work around mirrors, for example, and to keep a lower angle here on this part, it's very tricky. So you can use any tucking tool, again. Keep it low here. So you have a very, very good cut here on the film. Okay, guys, thank you very much.